Hey everybody, how you doing today? Happy Tuesday to everyone. I'm running a little bit late today. Let's see here. There we go. Is that working? Not sure. I can see myself on the playback trying to figure everything out. So, um, let's see here. Okay, so we're on. We're on. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, whatever. I'm gonna pop the chat in here a little bit. We've got Evan, Dino. Hey guys, how you doing today? Hope everything's going all right. It's working for Dino. Awesome. Great. So I'm gonna fix this a little bit here. Yeah, I'm running a little late today. Had to make the thumbnail real quick. I don't even know if I did it correctly or not. I just threw it up there. This is one of those days. So this is one of the issues you get when you're doing a challenge like that. Yesterday, got done with the stream here, was having a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden I started feeling terrible, just terrible. Got a little scared. I was feeling that bad. Started my head just started filling up, and I started coughing, sneezing. I thought, oh my God, but I couldn't. I didn't want to go that route, thinking very negative things, mostly because I haven't left the house in weeks. But what ended up happening is I was having some allergies from a plant that was given to us in the house, and it was spreading out pollen and everything in the house. So got through that at night, but my practice kind of went in the toilet last night because I wasn't feeling good. Feel great today, which is good news. I was a little worried. So I'm going to do some of my practice in here today, and all the things that I had planned on getting to last night, I'm going to do here for a little while, and then another thing is tomorrow. I am going to take off tomorrow because I'm going to start filming for the academy. So it may just be for tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I need tomorrow to really get these things started. I really need to get these videos up. So tomorrow we're going to have off. I may be back the next day or maybe back on the weekend. I'm not sure, but just want to let you know up front. So let's see here. We've got Christopher Ross is here. Hey, how you doing, man? Everything okay? Now let's see. I'll make sure I got this. Oh, yes. We got more here. There you go. Now it's working. Yeah, very scary these days. So we can let's talk about guitar first, and then we're gonna get into all of the other. No, actually, let's do it the other way around. So in Georgia, we've had a bunch more today. Every day it seems to be more people getting sick every day. It is very scary, just like Evan said. And I'm also monitoring where my folks live, and they've had a bunch too. So it's kind of hard to see how long this is going to go at this point. It's kind of depressing a little bit. But and last night I didn't get to do my practicing, so I'm going to get to it today. I'll tell you what I'm going to practice today. So the first part I'm going to do, I'm going to bump up my beats per minute on my technique exercise here for the first part. The second part is I'm going to go through some different patterns. One of the big jumps in a guitar player's playing is when they move from the playing to a key for the whole song to moving in and out of keys, or actually considering a chord like a temporary key, those kind of things. So that's part of one of the things I'm working on today. And so if you see here, I made a little chart. So my G7s, actually I need a C7 and D7. So when I'm playing over G7, if I'm playing in pattern 5, the corresponding patterns in that area are pattern 3 for C7 and pattern 2 for D7. When you get used to going in and out of chords, those kind of things, you start getting. Remember when you first were starting to learn these patterns and you struggled, then all of a sudden they started to make sense. You started to get used to them. Well, the same things happens when you're moving from keys to keys. So if I'm going to play G7 Mixolydian, and then I'm going to go to a C7 Mixolydian mode, I'm going to be going from pattern, what was that, 5 to 3, and then back to 5. And then the D7, it's going to be a pattern 2. So you start to relate all these patterns when you're playing from the 1 chord to the 4 chord to the 5 chord. Same thing happens for 2-5-1s. Same thing happens for any common chord progression. So you start to get used to these things. So I wrote down a little cheat sheet of what I'm going to be doing as I'm going through those chords, and we're going to do that in a little bit later. Okay, let me check the chat here. Evan says, us two were on the New York or Italy trajectory here in Louisiana. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I saw that one of those maps with the big circles in around New Orleans. It was one of those. Atlanta has it too. We're just in this county we had 4 today, but in Georgia we've had over 1,000. 14, I don't know, something like that. So it's jumping and everybody's upset. There was a let's see here, there was a company, I think it was Purdue, or it was a some sort of chicken place. Everybody walked out because they were not feeling protected. So yeah, sorry to hear that. We're just going to keep on. We're going to stay in the house, be positive. I hope, Evan, are you still going to work, or are you at home yet? Let me know. And Dino, how is it in your area? I don't think that we've heard. I'm not really sure where your area is, but I hope everything's at least on the lower end of it right now. And you too, Chris. Dino says, I'm in Long Island. Oh, goodness. And there are pockets around the island that are increasing. Okay. All right. So it hasn't blossomed out to the island is what I assumed. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm hoping that in places like this that are, like you said, pockets and those kind of things, that as the curve goes up and goes down, they won't continue to rise. They'll lower down too. Evan says, still at work. There's rumors for work from home soon, but I'm starting to expect to work through the duration. Yeah. And Dino's not going near the city. That's very, very smart. And Christopher's in LA, but he's teleworking. So that's good news. Good news, everybody. Yeah, with I one of the things I've been doing at night is they have these guys that go out, walk around New York City with their cameras, and they're just filming, I guess just recording it to show the differences. And I usually watch one every day, and about 5 days ago, you'd see a lot of people walking around. Every day, it's less people walking around. And he goes up to all the stores, and they're mostly all closed now. So, and Dina says, I'm at home for now. That's good. That's good for me. For my other job that I do, I think we're in good shape from what I understand. So I'm still working from home, but really, like I said, the reason I'm taking off tomorrow is I'm going to get this academy up and running for everyone else. I've got that beginner course there. That's a special case. So I'm going to focus down, get through. I have the founding members know all the different levels that we have. There's like the 101, 102, and then 201 through 207. Each one's really a 12-week course. So it's a lot of stuff that, I think only one person's made it through one of the levels and moved on to the next one yet. So I'm going to make the most of this time tomorrow and get as much filmed as I can, and maybe come back the next day or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's see, Christopher. Let's see. Oh, Kevin's here. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. Hope everything's okay. And Christopher says, getting a little stir crazy with the whole fam home and the kiddos off of school. Yeah, it's a change, isn't it? It's different. Um we've got it to we've got it down to structure now. So my daughter was homeschooled for 4th grade and now 5th grade. So by now we've got it down pretty solid. Everybody's got their routines, and all of our routines kind of work like this. But at first it was tough, very tough. So let's see here. Let's see. Kevin's here. Chris is all right, and then Evan says, very close to the end of 205. That's right. I think you've got one more. I think you're on week 11, if I'm not mistaken. David's here. How's the Florida? How's the? Are you close to the beach? I've been hearing a lot about Florida and beaches that a lot of people are up in arms about. I'm ready for some Florida myself. So how's it going, David? How's it? Any change from yesterday? So we'll talk a little bit more, and then we're going to get into. I'm going to do my practice in here a little bit, not the full half hour, but it's hot. That's good. That's good. I like hot. I'm on the. So I grew up north in the cold, and then I moved to Georgia in '96, and got away from the cold, and we've moved away. We moved to Nashville for 2 years, came back, moved to Delaware for 2 years, and came back. So we've been moving north all the time. So now we're moving south, and because it gets cold here too. I like the hot. I'm ready for some warmer weather. So David says, "Yep, beaches are closed." Let's open this up a little bit more so I don't miss it. Evan says, "Tampa is about to issue a stay-at-home order." That's good. Work must have tightened up the firewall since we're working from home. Had to log in with my phone. Yeah. And David says, you'll be arriving here right when the weather gets super hot. Yeah. So let's see. August, September is where it's looking like. But we've had 2 houses built before, and they always say 4 to 6 months. I don't know I have a feeling it may go longer. So hopefully we get at the end of that. But I'm used to super hot heat. In Georgia, we get that super hot. We just don't get it for as long. We are very experienced of doing everything we need to do in the morning and after the sun goes down, and staying inside during the afternoons. So, ready for 100-degree days, Lee? Yeah, I am. I got air conditioning. I'm good. I like mornings and going out after the sun goes down. So, looking forward to it. Okay. Let's see here. I got everything. I think we've got everything. So, I hope everybody's staying inside, staying healthy. I wore gloves at the gas station the other day. Pumped gas with with the blue nitrile gloves on. Ugh, it's different. It's different. Okay. Orlando stays a little warmer because it's in the middle of the state. Yeah. Don't get that getting the cool down off of the coming up off the shore. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm really ready for it. I've had enough for him at this point. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start doing a little sample of my practice. I'm going to use what was the name of it? I had a new metronome here. Soundbrenner. I don't know why it's Soundbrenner. 108. So I'm going to go up to 110 and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the delay off. Now you see my right hand, I really have my wrist locked. Trying to be as even as I can. Stay on time. I'm just going to make it up to the 12th fret. Do one more fret after this. So that was, what was that? A minute or 2 minutes, something like that. And I noticed a change in my playing. I was completely not warmed up, haven't been playing today. And here I was struggling a little bit. By the time I was up the 12th fret, I'm feeling like I'm in the groove there, though. So I'll do that a little bit more later on. Let's check some chat before I move on to my chords. So Evan says he's loving the new focus at practice, though. The challenge is going great. That's good. I'm glad this is helping. It's helping me too. It's helping David. David has only 3 rolls of toilet paper. You're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, we got a little bit more than that. We've been using the delivery thing. So you get on Walmart at night, put your order in, and sometimes you get lucky. I think we may have gotten somebody picked the order right when the truck came in. So we got lucky once for a while. I'll tell you the one thing that I haven't seen any. We've seen toilet paper and we've seen paper towels. We haven't seen any hand sanitizer here at all. None. And it was gone the minute people were starting to even talk about this. Gone. We did. There's a Dollar General out in the middle of nowhere on the way to the house that we were living in before, and we stopped in, and they had we were talking to the lady about no one having any sanitizer, and she said, "Oh, we got some. We got 2 left," and it was these little kitty ones, right, with a big cartoon character on it, and she's like, "They're $3 though." I was like, "Get them, $3." So I got a really, really silly hand sanitizer now. Is that Michael? Hey, how you doing? Old socks. That's right. a bunch of old T-shirts that are worn out. Might be time. Their time's time. Yeah, it might be time to start calling up the old diaper services they had back in the day. They might start making a comeback. Focus on A minor pentatonic scale and a B Mixolydian scale. Awesome. Fire on the Mountain. Awesome. And hoping to learn some basic jamming. Yeah. The most fun I had learning in the biggest one of the things I really liked to do when I was just starting to learn how to jam is I would take live videos of bands that I like. Stuff like the Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead, bands that were opening up. So you'd have a nice long 4 or 5 minutes that they're just kind of playing around, and a lot of Warren Haynes, Dickie Betts. That was my favorite. There was I think it was called Live at Great Woods. And I bought the DVD for that, and I would just put it on and just jam along to them. And so I'm half learning the songs and half making my own stuff up that to me sounded similar to what they're doing. And if there was something I liked, I'd kind of learn it as they're playing it, and then I'd change it a little bit to make it my own. That's the goal with jamming, is to learn from the greats, but change it, because that's what they did. They learned from the greats and then they changed it. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep on with my practicing here, and we'll keep checking the chat too. This is, I'll do that but a little bit slower. Hold for looper. There we go. Okay, so here's my G7. I'm going to start with pattern 5, pattern 3 on C7, and then pattern 2. So that is pattern 5, pattern 3, pattern 2. They all sit right here. So the next time, now I'm going to start on pattern 1, and then 4 for C7, and then 3. So here's 1. And then 3 for D7. Find my arpeggios there. Okay, there's my G7 arpeggio, C7 arpeggio, and D7. So this one will be, I'm going to start with pattern 2 now. And then we're going to go to 5 for C7. And then 4 for the D7. So here's pattern 2. Slip to 3. So now I'm going to end on 4 here. To 2. To 1. Where's my B? So my arpeggios are. Let's see. This one's tougher than the other one. So, okay. So anyway, there's that. Went through them and got my reps in on that one. Let's see what we got here. So David says, still working on chords for the challenge. What a day. Main problem is my rhythm, and I think I'm a bit heavy-handed with strumming. Yeah. Did you start on acoustic? Are you playing are you playing electric or acoustic? A lot of times guys that start on acoustic and then they switch to electric, they get a little bit heavier handed. You don't have to. I play very, very light, and I have very low. Let's see if I can get a good. Let's see if you can. I have very low action. So if I was to start playing this guitar really, really heavy, you're going to get a lot of buzz. But I don't normally play that way. I usually play a lot lighter. It's easier to play, but I don't get all the buzz that you have. So I start maybe start recording yourself a little bit and start playing really light and gradually work up to really playing heavy and seeing where it sounds the best and getting used to picking at that pressure. Let's see here. So Kevin, I've been working scales 1 2 and 1 2 3 4 and right hand picking for technique. Finish with soloing over slow blues rhythm. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers for extreme buffering. I don't know why that is. I noticed when I look back on the past 2 days that the streams were a little choppy. Um, and so I adjusted my settings today, so that hoping that it would fix that. But YouTube's saying that some people might be getting some buffering. I'm not sure. So let me know if what you've seen today already is smooth, or if the video has been a little choppy. Okay, so finish with soloing over slow blues rhythm. That's great. That's a nice rounded practice. Brennan's here. Hey Brennan, how you doing? Any suggestions on budget envelope pedal to get classic wah sounds for Grateful Dead music? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough because the I haven't looked in a while. It was a couple years ago I looked for one, and I can get. Let's see, what is it? Oh, this is on the loop. Sorry. So this is a Line 6 M9. It does an okay job. It's not perfect. Let me get a little bit cleaner. Let's see if I can get a cleaner sound. Yeah, so that's kind of what you're going to get with the Line 6 stuff. It sounds similar. It's not perfect, but I don't know. I'll tell you what though. I'm going to make a note of that. I'll look it up. So a good budget envelope filter. But like if I was on a gig and I just had to do it once or twice. It's called the Tron setting, and you can have it go up or down. Yeah, so that's as close as that I can get with that sound with what I have. So let's see here. We need another Gear Talk live chat. Yeah, that'll be fun. Maybe this weekend we'll do a Gear Talk live chat. Evan, I've heard good things about the Donner pedals, but you haven't tried them. And so David's playing an electric. He's playing the Ibanez RG450DX. Yeah, with that, with light strings and low actions on those Ibanez, you can really lighten up on your picking. And it's actually having a light, lighter picking. You get a bigger dynamic range of tones, So if you set your amps and your drives a little bit higher, more drive than you would think, and lighten up your picking, it'll stay a little bit cleaner. But when you dig in, you'll get all that lead drive sound. So Dina says more choppy today for me. Okay, so I'll try. I boosted up some settings, and tomorrow or the day after that I'll change a little bit more and see what we've got. Christopher says I'm getting buffered, but I'm not sure if it's on my end or yours. And Evan says not as choppy as yesterday. Yeah. The signal strength is good, and my upload speed is. I checked it out. I was getting like 11, a 10 or 11 up, which is not bad. It seems to work for a while. So yes, that will work for wah sounds. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. The line 6 M9. You can get the M5, which is just a one pedal, which I have, and then you can get the M9, and then there's an M13, and they've got tons of effects in there. The M5 I bought first, but it was really frustrating because you can only use one effect at a time. The M9, you've got 6 effects that you can choose from, and you can use 3 of them at a time, and that's enough for me. The M13 is really expensive, and it's a big. It looks like a Bradshaw rack type thing. So, and Dino says it's getting worse. I'm sorry about that, man. Okay, it should be clearing up on YouTube. Let's see here. Let's see if it gets better. I'm watching it too myself, and it seems like it's, yeah, it's a little chopped up there. Okay. I don't get it. Let me run a speed test. Just running a speed test real quick to see if see what's going on. It could be, I don't know. I got plenty of, here's the more info, upload. My upload speed is good. I've got, even whenever it's way down, it's good. So I don't know what's going on. Not receiving enough video. Okay. Well, am I back yet? I'm gonna try. What I'll try is next time I'm gonna try lowering the quality a little bit. Maybe that'll help it get through a little bit better. Okay, we're on there. All right. All right. So what I'm gonna do while this is starting to ramp back up, looks like it's working better now, is I'm gonna finish up my practice. Now, something that I was really from my play section of my practice is I've really been interested in Albert Collins and some old songs that I used to play. And I was thinking about redoing some of the rhythm parts for the Albert Collins songs. And he uses an open tuning with the capo. And it came to me that I've never done that before. I've never actually tuned to his open tuning. So I found it. It's a F minor open tuning where he uses a capo up high. I thought I'd try it out right here and see what happens. So we have an F for the low string, a C, an F, A flat, C, and F. So I'm going to set my tuner here and see if this Strat can handle. Whatever happens with the tension. And then we've got C. I can already feel the bridge pulling up a little bit. And then we've got another F. And an A flat.